Hello, my name's Paviour. I'm an occupational psychologist and I'm here to talk about the CARI Accredited Wellbeing and Engagement Practitioner course. And it's about asking you whether you want to become an engagement specialist and really make sense of psychological wellbeing, which is what we're all about. And we're doing a 5-day summer school course, which is being brought to you by the Paviour company. So are you an HR person, an L&D professional, or a psychologist? Maybe you're independent, maybe you work for an organisation. The question is, would you like to make a real difference to the wellbeing and engagement of people in organisations, yours or your clients, whilst at the same time saving the business literally millions of pounds? And we really mean literally millions of pounds. We'll tell you how. Now, our mission, my mission personally, and our mission as an organisation is to reach out across the globe, and where someone is in need, no matter where they are or who they are or what they do, we will find them and we will help them. That is our mission. Now, would you like to be looking at how you can catapult your business, whether it's a consultancy or whether you're in an organisation, to mega success really, by making a real difference to the engagement and the well-being of the people in your organisation, and, as I say, literally save millions of pounds? If so, join us in our mission. Now, most L&D and HR professionals and psychologists already know that well-being and engagement can really accelerate a business into the top quartile in terms of performance for profit, growth, among many other things. But for a lot of them, they're quite confused about all of the conflicting opportunities that are out there. Like, for example, what development can you do that can really make you actually stand out in your field, impress people at work? It's an important factor. And how can you incorporate neuroscience and really understand neuroscience into whether you're doing facilitation or whatever thinking you have in terms of developing the business, OD, whatever. How can you use it in your skill set? And what will really accelerate your learners through that change curve and that development curve to get to peak performance? I mean, these are kind of really important things that people are often talking to me about. Do you know how to pinpoint those employees who are really seriously at risk of going off sick with stress, or who might have accidents, or who might actually leave the organisation? And do you know how to calculate the cost of all of those things to your organisation? Engagement can actually unlock untrainability, if you like. It can unlock trainability and resistance in poor performers. So do you know how to do that? And are you aware of the really unexpected impact that first line managers may be having in your business? Do you actually know what's going on there? And importantly, how to support those first line managers? And you may even have a bit of an issue with vampire behaviours. And do you know what to do to deal with those vampire behaviours? With a little aeroplane going over as we speak. This is live. This is in Wilderness Wood. It's beautiful here. And the important thing for you as well to think about is, will the training you choose actually help your development? I mean, that's important too. You're a member of the organisation. You're an important person too. What you need to be thinking about is making sure you carry CPD points and also have something that you will benefit from personally too. Now, I'm holding a 5-day summer school in Sussex on the 27th to the 31st of July this year, and almost unbelievably, every single thing that I've just mentioned we will be able to do and you will be doing. So everything that I've just said before, you can literally tick off, because that's what we're going to be covering in the summer school. You'll become an engagement specialist. You'll be an accredited CARI Wellbeing and Engagement Practitioner. The summer school is recognised by the ILM, and so you can use it towards your CPD. So you will be accredited to perform the only employee engagement survey in the world that measures emotional engagement. It's the only one. You'll be able to create company reports that give real insights into how employees really feel, as well as how they think, because those two are different, how they really feel and how they think. You'll be able to predict and prevent stress absence. You'll be able to maintain and grow emotional engagement at work and well-being. You'll be able to directly and measurably create, and this is a key one, return on investment. You'll be able to improve, potentially, your organisation's revenue growth by 2.5 times. So I'll just say that again. You could potentially improve your organisation's revenue growth by 2.5 times. You could increase productivity by 18%. You could get 12% higher customer advocacy. You could be doubling net profit. Now, that all sounds great, especially for the finance guys, right? And often HR is talked about as being something fluffy. This is not fluffy, and we've got the proof and the evidence in terms of how to actually achieve that. CARI tells you exactly what barriers are stopping employees from engaging, and it reveals what you need to do to remove those barriers. And it has saved, well, one of our clients, for example, over £116,000 in 3 months. You know, we're talking significant amounts of money here. So the week that I'm planning will be absolutely jam-packed with my tried and tested and actually neuroscience-based strategies that I usually use with my FT Top 100, 1,000 companies, and also with my high-profile C-suite executives, clients who actually come to my personal psychological coaching clinics. I only have 1 day a week, and you will get to know the secrets that I use with those people that move them from being anxious to being really high achievers. The summer school is the 27th to the 31st of July. Now, if you can't make the whole week, do not despair. Do get in touch, because we can provide all sorts of options so you don't miss out. All sorts of options, and this beautiful woodland is a part of that. Because there are also childcare potentials. If it's the first week of the summer holidays and you're thinking, what am I going to do with the children? There's also issues we can help solve there too. Now, during this really intensive CARI Wellbeing and Engagement Practitioner Summer School, you'll learn about your brains, about learning, light bulb moments, the plastic brain, practical neuroscience of learning, why our emotions rule, and how to use this to learn and embed new behaviours, how to change, how to learn something new, how to help other people have those realisations. You'll learn about language perspectives, how they drive behaviours. You'll learn about limiting beliefs and behavioural patterns. And you'll learn about the brain and how that relates to all of this. You'll learn the real science, the real stuff that is all proven, all evidence-based, and not fluffy at all. And you'll learn about the role of CARI and how you can use this particular psychometric tool, how to interpret it, and actually so much more. I can't even go into it all. So become accredited to analyse not only what people say, but also what they really feel with the Maria Paviour Company Limited's totally unique system CARI. Now, please bear in mind, I've won a couple of government awards. I've won a European award for using affordable technology, that's what they called it back then, and for managing occupational stress. So these groundbreaking systems actually made me a trailblazer in improving engagement and well-being. The CIPD have now recognised in their own research of 2012 that engagement is not sustainable nor beneficial. Yes, engagement is not sustainable nor beneficial unless it is emotional engagement. This is precisely what I have been saying for years. Yes, to make a difference, you really do need to be emotionally engaged. But how do you measure it? How do you measure emotional engagement rather than transactional engagement? That's where CARI comes in. This is how you can find out how to do that. And actually, if you want to find out what CARI is really like, get in touch with us and we'll be really happy to give you a demo, give you the whole CARI experience so you can see what it's really like for yourself. And you can see why everyone's talking about it. And you'll also see why the people that actually go through CARI always say the same thing to me. They always say the same thing. And actually, I did this the other day on somebody and they said, oh no, I'm so predictable. I just said what everybody else says. But actually, what everybody says when they see their profile and they hear the interpretation of their profile is, that's spot on. Now look, this isn't rocket science. The reason people think that our results are so accurate is simply because we know what questions to ask and we can read and interpret the profiles. That's why. We know what it means when people say one thing and feel something different, and we know how to explore this with the participant, with the person doing the survey, to help them improve their well-being. And we can do it quickly because we can catapult them from not understanding themselves at all, straight to acceptance. We go right the way through the whole process of denial and fear and anger and grief and all the rest of it, and resistance. We cut through it. CARI cuts through that. Now look, engagement really matters. It transforms life, it transforms people's careers, and it transforms organisations. Don't miss your chance. Become a leader in your field right now. Now, I regularly meet HR and L&D people who know that engagement matters, but just haven't started, usually because they don't know where to start. And they have that idea that low levels of emotional engagement are leaving them pretty open to litigation, but they put off starting because maybe they've got to get through this next round of redundancies, or maybe they've got a restructure happening. You know all of this stuff. Maybe there's just too much change, or maybe let's do it next year when we have the budget. You know, all of that stuff. On the other hand, there are those who've agreed to do initiatives, but they actually regret them because they haven't really achieved everything that they wanted to achieve. Maybe they've overpaid for services, or they've ended up with a report full of employees venting. You know, that thing where they all start moaning about things like their pay rewards or something random like the coffee machine, and you know that's not really what's going on. That's not really the problem. And many of them have found that the exciting engagement survey that was going to catapult them to success and all of this is suddenly actually just a mess of really mixed reports and no tangible outcomes. So, you will not have to experience that again if you work with me. But the thing I want you also to bear in mind is that this summer school is going to give you such amazing extra benefits, because I'm actually also putting in a whole load of free tools, loads of free tools that add into that for a wonderful value. And the value of those free tools in total is £3,000 and something, £123.96 actually. So that's actually £3,123.96 worth of full tool of free tools. Sorry if I can speak. Free tools. That's quite a lot of value. And it's full of really practical means that you can transform your business and your life. So my aim is to ensure that when you leave the summer school, you have a clear plan of action, that you know how you can use emotional engagement and how you can transform your organisation or your clients. But that's not all. There is more. Bear that in mind. Just wait. I'm going to tell you about the other bit in a minute. But in the meantime, let me just say, why should you even bother listening to me? I mean, I don't know if you know me, if you've met me already. I usually wear a top hat, but it's a beautiful day in the woodland, so I'm not today. But my name is Paviour, as I've said. I'm a triple award-winning occupational psychologist. If you want to know about my career highlights, look down there, because they're all written down there, further down the page. And you'll see that I do actually know what I'm talking about. And you can also find out all about my qualifications down there as well. And do I actually walk the talk? Which is, I guess, an important question. Well, I believe wellbeing and engagement work are something you really have to work at. And most of the hard work is done during the tough times. That's true with anything, isn't it? And I've really had my share of tough times. Yes, I've seen the bleakest side of the engagement road, and I've travelled on it. Very scary road it is too, and I know how to turn that around. I've done this for my team, I've done this for myself. I've been out of work for 2 years with a head injury. I've also been an NHS whistleblower, and I've been through horrible bullying and all sorts of experiences. So yeah, I do know the other side of the coin. I don't come from just a rosy life. So what I want to do now is I want you to let me show you how I can use my amazing secrets for your organisation. There's some really, really great little secrets and gems in there. If you've been on Tea and Cakes, you probably would have got a few little ideas. But even if you haven't, there are loads of great ideas in there that you can come along and learn. And only a very, very small proportion of HR and L&D people really use engagement and well-being to their full potential. So when will you use the true power of engagement and well-being? When are you going to do that? One of my colleagues told me recently, actually, that they said they've spent a lifetime defending fluffy things. And so I often talk now about fluffy things and how actually you never have to think about it in terms of fluffy again, because everything we've got here is based on the science, and we can really prove return on investment as well. So, can you afford to miss this? Well, have a look down there and you'll see how much we're charging. Have a look. It's not very much. You'll be very surprised. And there is something else as well. I said there was one more thing and I told you to hold out for it. So I'm just going to say now, do book quickly, because by the 1st of June, if you've booked by the 1st of June, you will be able to get 3 free personal coaching sessions with me. They are valued at £1,230. Only the first 5 people get this as an option, and that goes by the 1st of June anyway. Now look, this is my personal time, so it's really a big investment from me. But the thing is, I'm keeping the prices low on this at the moment, as I really want to create some success stories. I want more success stories this year, and I want them before the year is out, and I'm hoping you're going to be one of those success stories. So maybe you're thinking, well, you know, I'd love to be able to maybe run this with my own clients, or I'd love to be able to run this in my own organisation. Well, get in touch with us and we can help you to make well-being and engagement a reality in your organisation. So, finally, and importantly, this offer is really risk-free, because I will offer you a guarantee. Come along to my summer school, listen to the information given in the morning, and if by lunchtime you think, do you know, this isn't really for me, then just have a little quiet word with me and I will give you a prompt and courteous refund. No questions asked, it's not a problem. We totally guarantee everything we do, because we don't want people to be unhappy. Nobody has as yet taken me up on that, but that isn't the point. If you feel that it isn't right for you, then you can just leave very quietly and we will say no more about it. So it's a risk-free proposition, but the key thing is, get involved, because if you really want to make a difference in your organisation, what you need to do is come to our summer school, get involved with CARI, learn how to become a CARI Wellbeing and Engagement Practitioner, and then make a difference to organisations, make a difference to the lives of people, and join us in our mission. If you're like us, be like us, join us in our mission, and like us, reach out across the globe, and wherever people are, if they need help, whoever they are, whatever they're doing, we will find them and we will help them. Be a part of that team, be a part of CARI. Look forward to seeing you on the other side. Bye bye.